I want to talk about a mistake that I see people running alienation cases make quite often. And it's this. In their affidavit, in their evidence, they focus on the label of alienation rather than putting evidence to the court of actual events and incidents and behavior that has led them to form a view that the other parent is saying and doing things to cause the children to reject or partially reject them. The focus of the evidence shouldn't be the label. The focus of the evidence should be providing the court with evidence of the actual conduct that has led you to believe that your ex is doing things to harm the relationship between you and your children. Evidence of alienating conduct might be things like evidence that the child or children are being coached to say certain things, evidence that the other parent is making or has made false allegations against you that are not true in order to control that relationship. So they might have made a false allegation and then withheld contact, for example. There might be evidence that the child or children are being rewarded for their behavior when they show signs of rejecting the targeted parent. For example, I've seen matters where when the children refuse to go to the targeted parent's house, the other parent allows them to sleep in the bed with them overnight or buys them takeaway. There might be evidence of gatekeeping where the parent is intentionally withholding child-related information that the other parent isn't reasonably expected to be getting themselves. I'm not talking about medical information where the other parent could just contact the doctor's surgery to obtain information. I'm talking about information that the parent can't obtain unless the parent doing the alienation provides them with that information. You might have evidence of the other parent talking negatively about the targeted parent and or their family to the children directly or within their hearing range. There are a lot of different types of behavior that might be described as alienating conduct, but the focus is the behavior, the conduct that has led you to believe that the other parent is doing things to turn the children against you, to cause the children to reject or partially reject you. It's all good and well to say my ex has alienated the children, but what needs to be demonstrated is what has caused you to form that view. What are the actual factual examples that you can give so the court can draw that same conclusion? And as I say in most of my alienation videos, you need to take a really hard look at yourself and have a think. Is there any other reason? Could I be to blame for some of the rejection? Have I said or done things that could have contributed to the children's behaviour towards me? And that's often very difficult for parents to accept, but it's something you really need to consider because often in these alienation cases, just generally, often there's not one all good